Welsh singer Tom Jones, born Thomas John Woodward, chose his professional stage name from the title character protagonist of this film.
Oh, wow.
The reason he was believed that he was saved is because he was so inebriated. It's like the people that were like super hammered in the Titanic wreck
Yep.
were saved because of the alcohol content. Is what saved him.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Diet Chicago Cinephiles podcast. I am your co-host, Daniel. Join with me is our fabulous town folk, Stephen and James. As you can tell, we're in the 1500s or whatever. Young squires, how are we doing today?
All right. A little tired.
We may be Diet Chicago Cinephiles this episode, but I still have my ducks.
Exactly. That's all that matters. It'd be hilarious if you were like a skinny one that was like just like a piece of paper, basically, like like a 2D one. Yeah, squeeze it. There you go.
Duck face.
So we're going to try something a little bit different today, guys. We're going to do shortened episodes because we realize that not everybody has 45 minutes to an hour to hear us yap and blabber about a movie. So we're going to try to
want it to be longer and longer and longer. I mean, we are brilliantly fabulous, and we are very.
Yeah.
If you don't think so,
but we have to bottle it up. We can't give it all at once because we got to make all people beg.
Your share.
Also, I do want to say thank you. We are now officially at 70 subscribers, so thank you everybody for that. And also it's our 70th episode.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of a funny thing. Yeah. So today we last week we had the wheel that chose, and it picked for us Tom Jones, not the singer, unfortunately. So this episode is going to be a lot shorter. It's going to be talking about more about should it have won, yes or no, kind of just get really basic questions. Let us know in the comments if you guys prefer this or if you prefer the longer form. We're happy to do whatever, but we just kind of wanted to give an alternative option. So let's go ahead and dive on in, fellas. So this movie was released, I did not put the date there, June 26th, 1960 something. Can someone help me out here?
Oh, June 26th, 1963.
Sorry, thank you. I forgot to put the last letter there, or number there. Based on the 1749 book by Henry Fielding called The History of Tom Jones, a Foundling. A Foundling. Stars in the movie are Albert Finney as Tom Jones, Susanna York as Sophie Western, Hugh Griffith as Squire Western, Edith Evans as Miss Western, and then David Warner as Bluffel. Blofeld
or something.
This is what's crazy. A budget, I had to translate it from pounds to USD. $677,000 was the budget. It grossed $17 million.
Not bad.
It had 10 nominations, including Best Picture, and it won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Original Score.
Why?
Yeah. So now we are still going to have Stephen give us a summary of this wonderful movie. So Stephen, without further ado, go ahead and give us that fantastic portion of the movie that we look forward to every time.
Fast and Furious. Tom Jones is an irreverent comedy about a charming young man whose appetite for life and women gets him into constant trouble. Tom Jones is an illegitimate but good-hearted young man raised by the wealthy country gentleman named Squire Allworthy. Tom falls in love with beautiful Sophie Western, but her wealthy, domineering father wants her to marry someone else. Tom's romantic adventures, jealousy, misunderstandings, and encounters with a parade of wacky characters eventually lead him away from home and into a series of increasingly outrageous situations. His carefree behavior makes him the target of schemes designed to destroy his reputation and separate him from that. And that's all I got.
That's more than I could have come up with. So that This is why we pay you the big bucks, because I could
Oh
never do
yes,
that.
the whole yes.
Wait, are you getting paid for this?
Steven is
Right.
for having to make that sound fun. He is. All right.
Oh,
We're not gonna do what happened in the year. We're gonna skip right to it. Fellas, give me a fun fact. Only
I think
one.
James and I have the one thing, the fun fact. Am I right, James?
All together on the
I'm
count of three.
assuming.
Welsh singer Tom Jones, born Thomas John Woodward, chose his professional stage name from the title character protagonist of this film.
Oh, wow.
So what you said as a joke at the end of last episode is backwards true.
Wow, that's so
Is
funny.
Tom Jones? No, it's actually where he got his name from, though. So there you go. That tells you how popular this movie was in '63.
I mean, mine is actually Hugh Griffin, who plays Squire Western. Was apparently drunk the entire time. Like, yeah, he was just completely drunk. In a scene which he falls off the horse, that was not planned.
Oh,
they were
God.
just like, he was drunk, he fell off, and many believed the reason, and got like crushed by the horse. And the reason he was believed that he was saved, is because he was so inebriated. It's like the people that were like super hammered in the Titanic wreck.
Yep.
Were saved because of the alcohol content. Is what saved him.
The water's fine. Come on in.
That's so funny.
They literally cut the footage right before the paramedics and everyone in there to save his life.
Wow.
And like during the production, they actually had to dedicate a bunch of staff because he would commute from London to it, and the production staff had to like follow his route that he would get to London to find him passed out drunk.
Wow.
Yeah, Hugh Griffin apparently drunk, but yeah. So that was my fun fact.
He was very careless with his what do you call those? Not a whip, but the thing he hit people with.
Props, yeah. He hurt a lot of people.
Which, P.S. When I moved out of my last apartment, they moved my bed without me in the bedroom, and when I came into the bedroom after the poor little Spanish boys were gone, I had a riding crop, used condoms, some porn down there. I was like, oh, these poor boys have seen a lot this afternoon. These poor boys. So like, because they can't coach me like, okay, whatever, sure, you know. So I have a little bit, Squire Western and I have a little bit in common. You know,
you could have never paid me to get that information out of me, Steven.
Right?
I'm proud.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That's on his epitaph. What are you talking about? All right, so we're gonna change up a little bit instead of just kind of like doing generic questions. We're gonna do more broad questions and try to maybe be more put our Roger Ebert hat on and try to figure out why things won, what our thoughts are, even if we didn't like it, do we understand why it won, etc. So the first question I just want to ask is, why do you guys think this movie was a hit, not only with the critics of the time, but also with the fans? A lot of times critically acclaimed movies don't do good in box office because the average Joe may not get it, but this one blew up like crazy.
Apparently, the first few reviews in Britain were not great, but people in Britain found it and loved it. And before it even came to the States, it was a huge hit in Britain. So that's what sort of led to this sort of thing. I can see, I watched the first half of this movie last weekend, and I was like, okay, I can kind of see, it's kind of funny. I kind of get the whole, like, especially at the beginning, I got the whole, we're influenced by silent film. I get it. I kind of get it. I see all the breaking of the fourth wall. I get it. None of it made me laugh at all, but I get it. And then I watched the second half, and I was like, oh my God, can it ever end? I was like, is it ever going to end? I was just like, please let this be. And I kept like hitting fast forward. Like, okay, we get it. Okay, we get it. Yet I'm watching a lot of documentaries, things about movies, and a lot of them references. Like I was watching a biography, a documentary about the making of Miss Piggy. And about some of the times when
the things you watch.
I know, but about Miss Piggy and about how they would reference Hollywood movies to sort of make her and Kermit look like these big, movie stars. And one of them, they have her rowing a boat, just like in Tom Jones.
Oh my gosh!
Kermit the boat. I was like, there it is.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things like that. I see why people might have found it funny, but gosh, what about y'all?
I honestly think it's because it was like, like in art, you're the first to really do something this stupid. Like a banana on a wall. Like, how did that save $1 million? I don't know, but like, I feel like this is it because like you start to see this is like the breakup of the Hays Code, and this did not get approved by the Hays Code. Psycho was the first film to basically was a huge success without getting the Hays Code approval. So like I know America was starting to get fed up with the restriction of the Hays Code. And like I think the reason why it did it so well is because one, it was a commercial success. So you couldn't ignore the the sex scenes and all that stuff, which at the time, groundbreaking for American audiences.
Love movies.
And in Britain, they did edit like the cock. There was apparently a cockfighting scene, and they edited that out. But I honestly think this movie was so well done is why it got so well acclaimed. It was not well done, don't get me wrong, but it got so well acclaimed is because it was the first one comedy to like give the middle finger to the Hays Code in such a way for comedies, like sex, whatever, all of it goes. Like I honestly think that's why
the fourth wall is very interesting. But then again, I always look at, if you really want to look at the breaking of the fourth wall, look at Burns and Allen. Watch an episode of Burns and Allen and watch George Burns completely talk to the audience. In later episodes, he has a television in the second floor of his home where he goes to see what's happening in the episode he's in. Like, it's so meta and so breaking of the fourth wall, and him talking about, well, Gracie's going over here. It's so funny. This, not so much. But if you want to see people who are really breaking form and convention, you didn't have to wait for the movies of the 60s. It's already in the TV of the 50s. So there's I see what you're saying. And I think you're right, because this is wacky. It's wacky, goofy, wacky. Don't you think? Like, wow.
I think it's absurd to be absurd.
Yeah. I think it's an easier answer. I think it's what movies were intended to do, is for us to escape. Keep in mind, JFK was just assassinated. And I think the Cold War and the Cold War and all that kind of stuff. I think that's honestly, I think it's just America wanted something to laugh at. It's like 9/11, we turned on I Love Lucy reruns. We just wanted something to escape and laugh at. That's just my opinion, but I think they're all right. Obviously, I do agree, though. It's
I don't think it was.
And it's the whole 60s culture, too. Like just like you said, like James, stick it to the establishment, so to speak.
But I think you're right, Daniel. Like the part, I think we're all right in a degree, but I think you were right about we just needed escapism at that time. Like,
yeah,
I honestly think that's right.
He hadn't been assassinated yet, but it was the timing of the piece. Again, I don't think a lot of things are.
Yeah, but he was assassinated in November, and it came over here in America later, right? And that's why. But I'm saying I think that's why it won too. It was like, I don't think it would have been as because it.
But it was already there.
But the awards was in '64, and he was already dead. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I think
all right, let's. Rare win for the comedy fans in the room. Do you guys think? Don't tell me what should have won. Just tell me, do you guys think it deserved to win?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's easy.
Like I'm glad a comedy.
I always try to find like the silver lining, like you said, James. I always try to find something. Why is this acclaimed? What is it? I always try to look at it. Even if it's not for me, I can appreciate it. And I even struggled with this.
I didn't find much. No.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly. It's like,
honestly, I think the only people that might enjoy this movie, and this is a stretch, are people that like Wuthering Heights or like that stuff where this is basically a parody,
like
of
British humor, basically.
Like British period
melodramas.
Yeah,
like Falcom Hall to Downton Abbey, something like that.
Yeah,
but that's about it. That's the only thing I could see an audience for this.
Yeah. All right. So then, would we recommend this to someone?
No.
No. I would say you could skip this one. Honestly, no.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think the Chicago.
I see a really cute. What's his name? Albert Finney. Other than that, no.
I think the Chicago cinephiles can all put our stamp that you can skip this one. How I described it to James before he watched it, and I think this fits. James, you can tell me if it after you've watched it, did it? I said it's Monty Python, but not funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's that
Yeah,
same
100%.
wackiness, but it's just not funny. Like
It's
I
like
guess Steven, does that work for you? Like it seems like that's a good description.
I think that is 100% like when I was watching this, and I'm like, oh, they're trying to do some of the. I don't know what I'm not. I think Monty Python came after, but
They
like
did, yeah.
I'm watching this, and I'm like, okay, so I guess this is the roots of Monty Python, and Monty Python actually knew how to make it tell a joke. Like,
And they also had
no,
the
100%.
savage rabbit as well. If they had a
Yeah,
rabbit or a guy doing coconuts running through the thing, I mean that's
that's what would have saved it. They had too much budget for this movie. If
right.
they
They
had
too
less
much.
budget,
They could afford real horses and not coconuts. Dang it!
yeah, of course, we would have gotten that fall off the scene drunk scene about with
Fair enough.
One day all this will be yours. What, you mean the curtains? No.
I did that, so yeah. I did see an article because I was trying to like do a period piece and like find out critically, and someone did say this is the horniest Best Picture winner ever, and I couldn't help but laugh at that. I
Oh,
was like, that's so funny. Like, it's
love
just,
movies, love movies, love movies. I mean,
okay, so
And at the end, she's like, oh, it's okay. I love you. She's been so mad at him for the last 45 minutes. And all of a sudden, the movie's over. Oh, okay. I love you. What the?
it just wastes our time. Yeah, exactly. I felt like I was like, are we serious right now?
The reason she's going back to him. I was like, oh, good God. Whatever. And honestly, until the last like 5 minutes, I couldn't follow who the hell his father was. And I didn't care. I didn't care who his father was, why it was legitimate, why it was. I didn't give a damn. I just wanted it to be over. And then okay, I figured, okay.
he had a father in this. I completely forgot about that.
I mean, I could have was like, who is Mrs. This and Mrs. That? I was like, I don't know, who cares? I'm not going back to look at this again.
Yeah. You're more invested than me. So, okay, so I do want to take just a few minutes to talk about the nominees, because there's some interesting ones here. So we obviously had Tom Jones. We had America. We had Cleopatra. We had How the West Was Won, and then Lilies of the Field. I want to take a moment to. I'm going to pull this up so I don't miss anybody. I want to take a moment to talk about how do you have a movie that stars the following people? I'm not going to read them all off, so don't. James Stewart, John Wayne, Gregory Peck, Lee J. Cobb, Henry Fonda, Debbie Reynolds, just to name a few, and it not be a masterpiece of a movie. Because that's how the West Was Won. There's like more than that. There's like 12 to 15 stars on the cover, and it only got a 7.1. It had to be the writing, but it's like, how do you mess up that bad with that many good, like very well famous actors and actresses of the time?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's just simple. They threw a lot of money at it and
didn't pay for the film, didn't pay for the writing.
Yeah, didn't pay for. They blew the budget on the actors. They had no money left over at all for.
I wonder if the Raven from It's a Wonderful Life was in that one too. I mean, go ahead. Since he has a Wikipedia page, go ahead.
I think it was his grandchild.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Good point there. So given this, so I want to do two different things. I want to do based off the 5 that were nominated. Which one of these 5 would y'all have picked? And then give me the one that you think deserved to win, and it could be the same one, but give me what you think deserved to win that year. So first, give me what do you think out of these 5 deserve to win? James, have you seen any of these, or tell me what you think, even culturally, what do you think should have won?
I've seen How the West Is Won and Cleopatra. I've not seen the other movies, but I think that those movies are probably superior to this movie. I would go with Cleopatra. I know it's 5.5 hours long, and it takes you forever to watch it, but I enjoyed it. I know it's kind of boring at parts, but the spectacle of it, and like me from like watching the set perspective and what they were able to achieve, it's a fascinating watch on that end. Like, yeah, I get the story's a little, but it is a beautiful movie and it is cool to see.
Yeah. Steven, do you have one of these 5 that you've seen that you can pick?
It's just such a train wreck.
Yeah.
Of these 5, I don't have a choice. I mean, honestly. I mean, I've never seen How the West Was Won. I mean, but there's also 8.5 was released.
Stop. We're not on this. We're on these 5. Just
saying,
stay on script. We'll get there.
5, I don't know.
Do I need to get a clipboard and a lesbian haircut, Steven?
Because I don't know.
I'll just to change it up. I'll say How the West Was Won, but I do appreciate, like I said, how beautiful Cleopatra was. But I know this is not I know this is not Steven's movie. He doesn't like this movie, but I think it shows how good Ben-Hur is compared to Cleopatra, because they're both epics, and one was a disaster and one was
how it was filmed.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like it's still the whole process was just a cluster.
So
okay,
poor director was writing it and filming it at the same time.
So now, what would we have chosen to one? Steven, since you wanted to break the rules, I'll let you go first.
I would say 8.5. Here's how crazy I would say. Bye Bye Birdie was released this time. I'd give it to Bye Bye Birdie over this. And yeah, Bye Bye Birdie's not perfect.
You're crazy.
But not Tom Jones. 8.5. Irma la Douce. There are a lot of nice movies. This is not a great year for movies.
Yeah, it was a pretty weak year. James, do you have one, or do you think about it and I can give mine?
Honestly, I would probably put The Great Escape, or I would put The Birds, honestly.
Yeah,
I think those are two solid movies.
I hate you. That was the two I was going to say.
Oh, well, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, I'll say The Great Escape, and just because that movie is my favorite wartime movie of all time, and it's a true story. And Steve McQueen does his own, stuff, obviously. Stunts
that was not nominated was a crime.
It's weird. It's very weird.
It's such a great movie. It's so well done.
Jesus.
It's crazy. And I'm trying to look because there's something I can't remember. I think it's y'all. So if you guys don't know, David McCullum he's in The Great Escape. Mm-hmm. He is very famous, and you don't even know it. There's a rap song intro that almost everyone knows that he came up with, and I want to see if I can play the clip and not get DMC'd.
You're gonna hurt us.
Let me see if I can share my screen with sound and see if it'll play. Because this is just like this is what you get, folks, when we have the off the wall episodes. Okay.
The guy's down there is mine.
So this is David McCullum in whatever year. I think I got turned up as loud as it'll go. Can y'all hear the sound? Right, this part here. Da 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 da. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you're a '90s rap fan, you know that's his clip. Like, how funny is that? That's from him. Anyway, that's the most whitest British guy who ever. He's also on NCIS. He's the old guy on NCIS. If you ever watched that show. But anyway, okay. So now this is where James is gonna earn his real bucks here, ladies and gentlemen. James, give us your Duck Award.
My Duck Award for this movie was very hard, so I will have to give it to myself because this is the first time.
Give it to all three of us for making it, for watching it, not killing.
This is the first time I fell asleep. Like, I legitimately fell asleep and snored.
Wow.
During watching this movie because I was so freaking bored. I had to watch it on 2.5x speed to get through this. Like,
dang.
I give this award to me and anyone that can get through this movie without falling asleep. Like, I had to rewatch it because I couldn't remember where I left off because
I never want to hear a harpsichord again. I never want to hear a harpsichord.
I don't want to hear that, and I don't want to hear random trumpets going off from Hamlet ever again. 5
minutes for Hamlet. Here we go. The King's coming in. More trumpets.
Yeah. All right. Tom Jones or Cimarron? Which one are we watching?
I'm going to say Cimarron.
I feel like I would too. Yeah, I would too. Actually,
I know it's the crazy busybody.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you love that lady.
I know it's racist. The opening scene. I guess Cimarron makes it work.
It's better than it. Yeah, 100%. That's so funny.
Yeah,
all right. Well, which, like I said, these are short episodes. We want to see if you guys like them. Please give us feedback in the comments. We really would like to know if you guys preferred these or not. We picked a great movie to start this on. I promise you, this was not planned. We just kind of we're going to do this anyway, and the wheel gave us a break. So we're going to do things a little bit differently for the next 3 weeks. We're going to each individually pick our favorite Oscar winner that's left that we haven't seen. So I'm just going to pull a randomizer up. Randomizer 1 to 3. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'm just going to go in order that I see on my screen. I'll be 1, James, you're 2, and Stephen, you're 3.
Okay, I'm 3. I'm 3.
You're 3 years old, Stephen. Okay, so I'm going to auto-generate. Here we are. 3, 2, 1. Stephen, you are first. What movie would you like me and James and yourself to watch?
I'm going to say it. I mean, it would be between Gone with the Wind and Annie Hall, but I'm going to pick Annie Hall. I think you're going to love it.
It's also, we appreciate, because it's not 5 hours like Gone with the Wind. So we appreciate that.
Annie Hall, one of my favorites.
Awesome. Well, if Steven's passionate about it, I'm willing to give it a chance. He's watched plenty of recommendations that I've offered him, like The Office. Yes. And so I think it's time that, the favors return. But anyway,
it's a great Kafkaesque experience. Yes.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so like I said, please let us know below. Please do like, subscribe. Let us know if you guys prefer this format. We're totally down if this is what you guys want. It's easier on all of us, honestly, but just let us know what y'all prefer, and we're happy to make those, adjustments, obviously. But until next time, this is the Chicago Cinephiles Podcast. Signing off.
That was good.